Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Soy Hawani. Now, what's one really big thing that all Spanish students ignore, myself included? Yes, I'm talking about the present subjunctive mood in Spanish. Now, personally, this is something that I ignored for quite a while, but from my recent experience in Spain, I quickly realized that, yeah, this is something that's really important. So here's my quick and easy guide to understanding, but also learning how to express the subjunctive mood in Spanish, because it is a lot different to how we do it in English. But first, what is the present subjunctive mood? Here's some examples in English. I want you to learn Spanish. I need you to go to the supermarket. I recommend that you learn the subjunctive in Spanish. So you can see from these subjunctive phrases in English, we use the subjunctive when we're expressing opinions, recommendations, desires, and wishes. But how do we know exactly when to use the subjunctive mood? Firstly, let's look at this example in English. I need you to buy something. So why would we use a subjunctive with this phrase? So you can see with this particular phrase, it starts off with me, so when I say I need, but then the subject changes from me to you. So I need you to buy something. So when there's a subject change, that's an indicator that we're using the subjunctive, but also you can see with this phrase, I need you to buy something, it's not certain because you can say yes, but then you can also say no to me. So that triggers the subjunctive. Now with this phrase, we've identified, yes, we need to use a subjunctive, but now the question is, how do we form the subjunctive in Spanish? Now, firstly, let me give you an example of what not to do when expressing the subjunctive mood in Spanish, because this is a mistake that I used to make all the time. So I used to translate the subjunctive literally in my head, just like how we form it in English, and I used to think, oh, okay, what I need to do is say, necesito, in this case, necesito tu compras algo. So necesito tu compras algo. But unfortunately, you can't express it like that in Spanish. It's expressed completely different. So here's the formula. First, we conjugate the first verb, necesitar. So we say I need. So yo necesito. We then add on que. And then we add on the other verb we want to use, but in its subjunctive conjugation. So in this case, we'd say necesito que compres algo. So necesito que compres algo. So yes, I know it's a little bit annoying. We do have to learn even more conjugations now. But the cool thing is the present subjunctive conjugations are pretty simple. And to make it easier for you, I'll also leave the conjugations in the description box for you below. Alright, now let's try another phrase. I need you to learn Spanish. Necesito que aprendas español. So necesito que aprendas español. So you can see with ER and IR verbs, the conjugation in the present subjunctive is pretty simple. Instead of saying aprendes, okay, you'd change the E over into an A, so it become aprendas. Alright, this time I want to give you one example and I want you to translate this one for me. I need you to work fast. Cool, so we'd say, necesito que trabajes rápido. So, necesito que trabajes rápido. Now, yes, again, in this present subjunctive, okay, there are some verbs as per normal that are irregular as well. So keep an eye out for those ones and you will just have to know those ones off by heart. Por ejemplo, I need you to go to the supermarket. Necesito que vayas al supermercado. So necesito que vayas al supermercado. So as always, the verb ir, por ejemplo, is irregular in the present subjunctive. Alright guys, that is all from me for today. So the present subjunctive mood, yes, it is quite difficult and it does take a bit of time to wrap your head around it, but keep practicing it and believe me, this is going to help take your Spanish up another notch as well. Now if you got any value from this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button, and if I can help with anything at all, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. But apart from that one, I'll see you in the next one. Hasta pronto.